Hello everyone, welcome to this next video. As per usual, I don't gatekeep. There's going to be a lot of value in this video. However, I do need to be transparent with you. This is going to be a VSL. The aim of this video is to get you to book in a call by the end of this video. There's going to be a link in the description where you can go ahead and book in a call. Don't go ahead and do it now. You actually need to watch this video in order for you to understand why you should do so. What I want to do is I want to give you a deep dive into my program before you pay me a single penny, so you can actually understand whether this program is for you. Because what tends to happen is people buy into a program blindly, and when they get into the program, they're like, oh, I didn't actually need this. I knew most of the things in here, or a lot of these things don't apply to me, and I don't want that to be you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a deep dive. And again, if this is something relevant to you, you can go ahead and book in a call. And yeah, let's hop into my screen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you who this is for first and foremost. All right, so I've got 4 types of ideal clients. I'm going to go over them one by one and what sort of problems they face. And you just see if this sounds like you. Number 1 is an existing cultural course creator that already has an offer, makes sales, but is stuck below 20k per month. And I mean anywhere between like 5 to 20k per month, right? Even up to 30k per month. Number 2 is if you're an existing cultural course creator that has a low ticket offer and is stuck below 10k per month. Again, it can be up to 20k per month, but generally I know based on being a course creator in the past, people tend to be stuck below 10k per month before they have a dialed in client acquisition system. Now, client type number 3 is you're an existing business owner that wants to launch a course or coaching business around what you do, teaching others how to do the same. And then number 4 is if you have a skill, talent, or passion in whatever it is you want to basically start a course or coaching business in. Now, that can be anything from like copywriting, closing, appointment setting, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, whatever it may be. You can obviously turn it into a course or coaching business. Now, with the last 2 specifically, if you want to turn it into a course or coaching business, you need to make sure that what you do works, right? You need to make sure you actually understand what you're doing, because we're not charging people for the sake of charging people. We actually want to deliver our promise. It's a transaction at the end of the day. We don't want people paying us and them not getting their fair share of the transaction. With the first 2 types of clients, these are the common problems that you probably face. Now, you could have probably paused it before this point if you want to actually go have a read through it, but I'm going to break them down quickly just so we can get through them. If you're a coach or course creator currently stuck anywhere between 5 and 30k per month, you probably have no idea how to scale client acquisition. Now, what I mean by that is you don't know how to get to the next step. You don't know whether it's paid ads that you need. You don't know whether it's organic that you need, or maybe you're doing either one and you just don't know how to scale it. So maybe it's your offer, right? Maybe you've got an unscalable offer, but you can't really pinpoint what it is that's stopping you from scaling. Number 2 is you're still tied into operation a lot, and you probably have near to no team in general, whether that's a client acquisition team, whether it's a service delivery team. In other words, you're probably working 10 to 12 hour days just to keep the business running. Now, for some of you, you might even be doing everything. You might be a solopreneur doing the client acquisition, taking the sales calls, and doing the service delivery as well, which you shouldn't be at a point if you're making 20k per month or even 5 or 10k per month. You can close deals effectively, but not many people to close. This applies to those who have a high ticket offer. If you've got a low ticket offer, it's probably the opposite. Maybe you've got a lot of people coming in and you can close them, but because you're pricing it so low, you're unable to scale as much as you want to scale to. Because again, if you're selling like a $500 offer and you're closing 20 clients a month, sounds like a lot of clients, but you're only making 10k per month. Whereas if you had a 5k offer, close 20 clients, you're making 100k per month. Big difference. Big difference. Number 4 is you don't know how to scale or build lifetime value in existing clients. Now, this is common for both low ticket and high ticket. What people don't understand is when you actually sell a client first time, that shouldn't be the be all and end all. Whether you sell them for $500 or whether you sell them for 5k, you need to figure out, I'm here to show you, but you need to know how to turn that client from a 5k client to a 10k client. You're building lifetime value here. It's not a one-off transaction. Next is you have no systems in place, no predictability. You probably have low quality clients that are uncommitted, clients that are lazy, clients that ghost you, that don't do the work that they're meant to be doing. For the low ticket offers, or for the low ticket course creators on here, you probably would rather have, it says 3 there, but I want to say you probably would rather have 1 really committed high ticket client over 10 low ticket, low quality clients. I'll tell you what I mean by that. I mean, instead of having 10 $500 low quality, low ticket clients that comes up to 5k, you would probably rather have 1 5k client that is high quality and actually does the work and is going to get you a testimonial and a case study by the end of the program. That's what you'd rather want. And I know that for a fact because that's what I used to want as well. And I got it. If you're a business owner or you have some sort of skill or passion, these are probably the problems that you're currently facing. You probably don't know where to start, who to target, or how to build an offer. You probably think that you need to build out a whole program before making a single dime. Don't do that. Worst mistake you could possibly make. You probably have no idea how to price your stuff, whether it's 3k, 5k, 10k, and you probably can't even justify how you're going to charge that that much. You have no client acquisition strategy. Maybe you've got a small idea as to how you're going to get clients, maybe based off the previous business that you currently run, but you haven't actually got a systemized way on how to do so based on predictability. You want 80% plus profit margins from this business. So whether you're an existing business owner or whatever it may be, probably want 80% plus profit margins. As someone who used to run an Amazon FBA business myself, I know that it's quite common when running a business to see only 15, 20, 25% profit. With a coaching business, and especially a high ticket one, you're looking at 80% plus. And for some, 90% plus. And last but not least, you don't know how to balance what you're currently doing while building this out. I mean, like, you don't know whether you should continue doing the thing that you're doing while coaching, or how you're going to juggle both at the same time, or whatever it may be. You just probably have no idea how you're going to go about balancing the two, and you're afraid to leave that comfort zone that you're currently in. That's exactly what we solve. We solve this all in the program. All right. So let's get straight into it. I've got a couple diagrams to show you. Now, first and foremost, I want to show you a couple results. As I said, I won't show you like a lot of testimonials, but I'm going to show you results that I've been able to achieve after only about a year of running this actual business. And I've obviously put different time frames as well, so you can actually see it's not just one-off, it's not just a fluke. You know, I've made 10K in a month, I've made 10K in a week, and I've made 10K in a day. And you can see it all here, right? 12K in a day. You can see 25K in a week, 37K in 4 weeks, 29K in 4 weeks, 27K in a week. And remember, this is British pounds. So if you're watching this and you're used to US dollars, add an extra 5K to this, because I'm making about, I think 27K might be about like $34K in a week. When we're talking 12K in a day, we're talking like 15K in a day. So that being said, what I want to go through, and this is the value packed bit, what tends to happen when people are running their own business? Whether you're a coach, course creator, existing business owner, you're looking to start one, this is generally what's going to happen when you're starting out as a solopreneur, when you're starting out trying to figure things out on your own. What you're going to do is you're going to start off at current situation, right? And this is going to be you here, this person that's walking. Now, your current situation might be the fact that you're making 5K per month, 10K per month, 20K per month, wherever it may be. Your desired situation is whatever you make it. It could be 100K, 200K, 50K per month, whatever it may be. What most people tend to do is they tend to try and walk up this hill, or let's just say this mountain, to their desired situation, not aware that there's going to be so many places where they're not actually going to be able to climb up on their own, or it's going to be very, very, very difficult for them to do so. So what tends to happen? People tend to walk up, try things on their own, watch YouTube videos, listen to free advice, blah, 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 blah. And then they walk up, maybe get to a certain point, and then they start tumbling down. And why are they tumbling down? Because they made a mistake, or they missed a step, or they just didn't get the proper guidance that they needed in order for them to actually get to the desired situation. And what generally tends to happen is, instead of people walking up in a linear fashion, which most people dream to, they end up walking up like this. They end up walking up like this. And I'm going to break down exactly what these mean in a second. And for them to go from here to here is practically impossible, because look how steep it is. And people tend to settle for here, what we call self-employed. I'll tell you what I mean by these. A beginner is someone who is yet to have a business, or just has just started a business, or basically is stuck probably between like 0 to 5K per month. That's what I'd consider a beginner, right? Barely any business. You're confused. You've got no systems, no strategy. You're just playing by ear. It's just guesswork at the end of the day, right? And you're probably scared to invest, and you've probably got imposter syndrome because you don't feel like you're good at what you do, or whatever the reason may be. Because if you were, you'd probably be making a lot more money. That's where beginners are. You can get to self-employed on your own, right? Self-employed is very easy to get to. And that's where you can get to like 5K, 10K, 20K, or even 30K per month, all in your own. And that's where you start to have a few clients. You start to maybe have like a 1, 2, or even 3-man team. You're still working in the business. You're still doing 10, 11, 12-hour days. You're the hardest worker, because you've got no systems in place. And by systems, I mean systems. I don't mean, things that you're used to getting onto day to day. That's not a system, right? You need actual predictability that you can actually delegate to people. You need SOPs in place for you to actually understand how the business is meant to be run. Meaning your business isn't scalable. If you were to give your business to someone else, would they be able to run it exactly how you run it? Probably not. Your business isn't sellable either. Why is that? Because you've got no lifetime value within your clients. You've got no predictability. You've got no systemization within your business at all. Like, no one wants to buy an unpredictable business. And you might be thinking, oh, I'm not looking to sell my business. But the reason I mentioned sell your business is because a sellable business is a clear indication that the business is doing well. You want to get to a point where you can sell your business, not even if you don't want to sell it, but just so you can actually understand that, okay, what I'm doing is being done right. I've actually got a business that's worth running. That's all it is. In order for you to get to business owner, you need to get what I like to call a taxi. Someone like me, someone in the industry, whoever it may be, just you need expertise. You need someone who knows exactly where they're going to get you to where you want to get to. Again, hence why I said taxi driver. Let's think about it. Taxi drivers know everywhere off by heart, right? They go through training. They do it over and over and over and over and over again. Every single day, they're doing the same thing. They know exactly what they're doing. So a taxi driver, or in other words, someone like me, will know how to get you to the top because I've done it multiple times, right? I've done it for my Amazon FBA course. I've done it for my Amazon FBA coaching business, and I've done it for this business as well. I've done it a total of 3 times where I've scaled, whatever you want to call it, an info product, a coaching business, whatever you want to call it. I've done it 3 times over the course of 4 years now. Okay. And what a taxi is going to do is it's going to be able to speed up the process to the top. Same way, if there's somewhere you can't get to by foot because it's too, I don't know, narrow, steep, whatever it may be, I don't know, bumpy, you can take a taxi, right? Or you can take a lift, whatever you want to call it, whatever metaphor you want to use, go ahead. Point still stands. You need someone that can actually get you there and knows how to get there to get you there faster. Otherwise, you're going to be spending 2, 3, 4, 5 years trying to get there on your own, okay? Whereas a taxi can get you there in 3 to 6 months. Now, what is a business owner? A business owner is someone you probably want to be, which is you're now working on the business rather than in the business. And I'm talking you're doing like 2 to 4 hour work days, because all you're doing now, managing a team, managing the systems in place, making sure everything's, working efficiently, working effectively, right? You're the business owner. Stop settling for being self-employed, where you've just employed yourself in another, right? Where you're maybe making 5K, cool, 5K, 10K a month, but it's not enough, right? You didn't sign up for this. You signed up for location freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. You didn't sign up for having to work 10 to 12 hour days and not be able to do anything with your life. You also have a scalable offer at this point. Anything between 5 to 15K that you're selling consistently. You've got predictability. You've got 80% plus profit margins. You've got a team of 4 or more, meaning you're no longer the hardest worker. Everything has been delegated. And I'm going to actually break down exactly who I hire and who I show my clients to hire. I show my clients how to hire a video editor, right? For all the content. Show my clients how to hire an appointment setter, a closer, a CSM, or a VA. And CSM or VA, by the way, that's sort of interlinked, and I'll explain, maybe I won't, but there's a reason as to why we do that. Your main role, other than managing a team, is also content, right? That's all it is, because content is one of the main ways we actually get clients. And you might think, oh, I don't want to create content, or whatever the reason may be. Think about it. Let's look at the industry leaders. Let's look at the people that are making a killing within each and every single industry. Property, we've got Grant Cardone. Agency space, we've got Iman Gadzhi or Jordan Platten, for example, right? We've got Alex Hormozi. These guys have all made millions and millions and millions of dollars. Why are they still creating content when they probably don't even need to? Because they probably do need to. That's the whole point. They actually need to create content because of how valuable content is. It's an infinite asset. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but it's an asset that's going to make you a killing, right? It's going to make you a lot of money. So don't underestimate content. And again, you might be thinking as well, how do these guys have so much time creating so much content? Like these, especially Gary Vaynerchuk, like the guy pumps out content like there's no tomorrow. We're talking like 20 pieces a day across all platforms. It's because he's got time. He's delegated every single thing in order for him to focus on what he wants to do, which is content. And if you don't want to do content at this point, trust me, there'll come a day where you actually want to do content. That's that. Hopefully that made sense. Now, I'm actually going to go over my program now so you can actually understand what's sort of in it. So we host our program on School platform. Some of you may be aware of it, some of you may not. It's just a basic platform where you've got community, you've got classroom, which is where all the resources are, and so on and so forth. As you can see here, we've got 6 phases in total. By 6 phases, I mean we actually go over absolutely everything. So the reason I said I want to actually show you what my program consists of for you to actually understand what you need is because we actually go over everything. I understand that there's some people in here watching this video that might not need help with closing, right? The sales conversion strategies. Maybe they need help with organic marketing though, right? We've got that. Maybe you don't need help with organic marketing. You need help with automation and building a team. We've got that. Whatever it is, we have it. And I'm going to go through it. So phase 1, we obviously go over offer optimization. That's creating an offer, that's pricing it, delivering it, everything. MVP, who you're going to target, and so on and so forth. Niche, everything, right? That's what we go over in phase 1. And then we go over high ticket essentials. These are all the software tools, everything that I use to systemize my business on the back end, everything that you're going to need as well. Then we go over the 2 client acquisition strategies, or whatever you want to call it, lead generation strategies, because technically this is included as well if we're talking client acquisition. But we've got paid ads and we've got organic, best of both worlds. And what we do is we integrate them into like what you can call a hybrid marketing system, right? And I'm going to actually go over the authority funnel in a second to show you what it is if you haven't seen a video already about it. But I break down the exact strategies we go over in the actual authority funnel, right? I go over everything from A to Z for you to understand it. I then go over organic marketing. I'll give you a glimpse as to how these sort of modules look. So as you can see here, this is the code leads appointment booking video, 15 minutes long. You're not going to find a video on here over an hour long. Maybe the max you'll find it is like 40 minutes maximum. And I'm talking like, I don't even think there's a 40 minutes video, but I want to play it safe and say there there is, but it's probably like a 25-minute video at max. Because what I didn't want to do is jam pack a video with so much value. As much as I'd love to do that, it's just going to overwhelm you with too much information, right? So what I like to do is cut it up to make sure that there's not too many videos for you not to have to sit there watching a video for like 60 minutes, 90 minutes, or however long it may be. Short, snappy, straight to the point. With every single video, you're also going to get a resource attached. So as you can see, there's a Google Doc in this video. There's also the Google Doc attached here. You can do whatever you wish with it. Take it and use it, right? That's yours to keep. And that's the same with every other phase as well. So we've got sales conversion. This is where I'm going to show you how to actually close deals over the phone. We've also got a DM close strategy. Once you pass a certain revenue point, you actually know how to close effectively and your messages on point and so on and so forth. I'll obviously teach you the DM close strategy. We've also got automation infrastructure where I show you how to automate the business, not only by hiring a team, but other means as well. And then we've got client success on how to deliver your promise to your clients. Now, not only that, we also have group calls every single week. If for whatever reason you can't make it to a group call, we've got all the recordings in one place that you can obviously go over in your own spare time. That's basically the program. Now, in terms of how the authority funnel works and how we actually get clients, this is how the funnel works. We've got connect, qualify, convert, delivery, right? That's the whole funnel of the actual business, right? That's not just a client acquisition funnel, it's a funnel of the whole business. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So with the connecting stage, we start off by pumping out organic content and then we have an authority ad in the back end. Now, what this does is instead of us relying on the Instagram algorithm, for example, to push out our content to our ideal client, which is not only very rare, but it's unpredictable, we do it predictably. We get ads to push our content out, right? And these ads will then funnel people to our profile to then follow us. And then you'll hit them with retargeting ads to then get them on a DM. That's one of the ways. Or as soon as they follow you, you can then reach out to them. Regardless, they're then going to end up on a DM conversation. Now you'll notice that there's these extra bits. These extra bits are obviously where we put our organic content on other platforms. The platforms are of your choice. These are just the platforms that I personally use. I also have a Telegram group strategy that I go over where I funnel people into a Telegram group, and it's sort of the 80-20 rule where 80% value, 20% call to action. And again, it just all ends up to a DM conversation. Now you'll notice on the side here, we also have organic strategy that we teach you on the back end as well if you want to get that done, and sort of automated by an appointment setter where we can show you how to do cold outreach. Okay, again, best of both worlds. Me and you both know watching this, I don't care if you're someone who diehard ads fan or you're a diehard organic marketing fan, we both know that both work. Why do we know that? Because we know that there's people in the market that are diehard ads fans. We know there's people in the market that are diehard organic marketing fans. Why? Because either ones work. They just have managed to make whatever one they're diehard for work, right? And I've managed to make both work. So I'm a diehard fan for both, literally. As we move down, you'll see that everything leads to a DM convo because that's where we convert. So what we do in a DM convo is we obviously qualify the prospect. If they're warm, we'll book them in for a sales call, right? Because if they're warm, they're not yet hot. So it's not within our best interest to close them using DM close strategy because they're probably not going to close. So again, we want a high likelihood that clients are going to close. We want a high close rate. So we go ahead and set the appointment, hop on a sales call, present the offer, close client, 5 to 10K cash collected, right? Per client. Or if they're hot, DM close strategy, present the offer, close client, 5 to 10K. Easy as. Once you close the client, you then go over the onboarding action plan, and then you can deliver your program however you wish. Now, how I personally recommend people to deliver their program and how I personally do it is by using what I call the 3 C's. Now, I've got an extra component that I don't reveal to people. Only my clients know about it, hence why it's blacked out. You see course, community, coaching. Course is where you put all the repeatable stuff. I'm someone that doesn't really like one-to-one coaching because it's all repeatable. You're hopping on the same type of calls with each and every single client. It's inefficient. You can just do the same thing by putting it all in a course, letting them watch through it over and over and over again, however many times they need to, which is more convenient for them, as well as them having one to many group coaching calls with you on a weekly basis. That's it. Where they can ask all the questions they've got. But not only that, they also have the community to ask questions where you can help them as well as all the other clients as well at the same time. And that's why I said earlier, you might want a CSM or a VA. A VA makes more sense if you're doing it this way because you'll hop on a coaching calls, but a VA will keep your community intact. A VA will answer the questions in the community, will answer any questions to do with the course. Whereas if you're doing one-to-one coaching, that's probably when you're going to need a CSM. Or if you're doing multiple group coaching calls a week, you're probably going to want a CSM to do some of them. That then leads to results. Results then lead to case studies and testimonials. And then with case studies and testimonials, you can repurpose them into your ads, your authority ad, and your retargeting ad. And then again, the whole cycle starts again. Now you'll notice I'm trying to speed up things a bit. I don't want to keep you for too long, but as you can see on the right here, we've got all the sort of team members that we could delegate these tasks to. So a video editor will obviously take over your content, right? That's one of the first hires we make because we don't want to learn a new skill, right? Why do we want to become video editors? We don't. It's not something that we want to learn. Why not delegate it to someone for anywhere between $15 to $20 or $25 per reel to edit it for us? And then that's it. It's automated, right? Then you've got an appointment setter. An appointment setter can take over your cold outreach, or they can take over your DM closes as well, or everything in total, right? You can have an inbound appointment setter, you can have an outbound appointment setter, completely commission based, so you don't even need to pay them up front. Then you've got closeout, again, completely commission based, so it's at no expense to you except only after you make a sale, which they'll then take over sales calls. And then you've obviously got VA or client success manager, as I said earlier. So that's that. That's the funnel we use. Very simple, very straightforward, but you can see as to why we use both organic and paid. It just works. It's a hybrid marketing system. Second last and not least, what I do to help you, right? As I said, I've got a community, which is where you get access to the community of high ticket coaches and consultants and course creators within my program. You can share wins, ask questions, get answers, daily support, coaching. You're going to get a one-to-one game plan call with me personally. I'm not going to send you off to any CSM or anything like that. With me, you're going to get an action plan call with me to start off with, where I'm going to set out the next 6 months with you to show you exactly what you need to do from this point onwards. You're going to get daily support in the community from me once again. And again, I don't delegate a VA to support in the community. I do it myself. And you're also going to get a weekly 60-minute community call with all the other online business owners. And once again, with me, I forgot to add that, but I'm going to be in that call as well. You're also going to get access to the course, which is what I showed you on school. And these are going to consist of every single video that I've ever made since starting this program. So every single update, every single time. And I update the videos every single month. So you're going to get everything. I don't charge you extra if I put in new modules next month or the month after. Like, everything's yours, right? Now, it's a gamified course if you prefer it. Now, what I mean by that is I'm happy to unlock the next modules once you pass certain revenue points or progress point. Now, that's optional. If you're the type to just want to watch everything in one go, so you understand the whole business model and then start from the beginning and go, by all means, you can do so. Some clients prefer to do it the other way, where they aren't allowed to go on to the next part until they finish their first part. We can do it either way. Now, the next thing that obviously I said I wouldn't reveal, this is just a clue. It's a couple places. So Dubai, Bali, Cape Town, and a few others. Take what you wish from that hint. Again, if you obviously book on a call, you'll find out exactly what that is. Now, we also have a guarantee. If you don't see results, we don't get paid. You probably didn't see this coming because I didn't actually mention it for the whole video, because I wanted the people who actually stayed in the video to actually benefit from this, and not for the people who heard guarantee and are like, oh, yeah. I want actually people that are going to be committed. But yes, we do have a guarantee where you don't lose anything nor risk anything, and I'm willing to take the risk upon myself to make sure things work because I know my stuff works. I want to put your success in my hands. I don't want it to be your responsibility. I want it to be mine, because at the end of the day, you're paying me in exchange for something. You want an outcome. You want to get to 50K per month, 100K per month. And that's something I want to give to you. So again, it's only right that I put that within my hands. Otherwise, I probably won't get it done, right? If it's not my responsibility, I probably won't focus on it too much. But the fact that I guarantee results is the reason as to why we can get results for people, because it gives me no choice but to get results. Otherwise, I don't get paid. What to do from here? If I can help you, in fact, I'm going to actually break this down in a better way. Let's go onto this diagram here. You've got two options. You've got option A, which is you can hop off this video, continue with your day-to-day life, and be happy that you didn't have to spend any money up front to hop into a program, and you've saved a bit of money for like the next month or so, right? You're going to be happy. But what tends to happen, and what tends to happen a lot, and I say this from experience, is you'll be happy for a short period of time, and then you're back to where you were, which is sad, broke. Maybe you still haven't been able to scale to whatever amount you wanted to scale to because you didn't get the right guidance to get there, and you're just back in the same position. Or there's option B, which is you're not necessarily sad, but you're like, oh, I just spent X amount, right? For a very short period of time, which then leads you to exponential growth, to be making a ton of cash, and for you to then be happy. Which one do you prefer, right? Now, I'm going to leave that up to you. Now, please only book in a call if, number one, you actually have the money to get involved in a program, right? I don't want to waste my time. It's a sales call. Again, I'm going to be completely transparent. If you want free value, just stick to my YouTube videos. Like, there's plenty of value on there, as you can see here. Just go through my YouTube if I can't actually help you, right? But yeah, hopefully I delivered the promise that there's going to be some sort of value in this video. Again, I broke down my exact strategy, my exact funnel. I've also broke down what people tend to actually do when it comes to these type of situations. I've also showed you results. And yeah, once again, if you want to book in a call, there's the link below, the Calendly link. You can just click that and yeah, book in a call whenever you wish. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. Take care.